Hi friends, today let's study the preparation of alcohols from Grignard reagent. So in order to prepare alcohols there are different ways. So one among that is from Grignard reagent. So by using Grignard reagent, how do we prepare alcohols? So for that we need to choose either an aldehyde like RCHO or we have to choose a ketone like RCO. It means it can be by adding Grignard reagent to either an aldehyde or a ketone. We know that Grignard reagent is alkyl magnesium halide RMgX. So we get primary or secondary or it can be tertiary alcohol. So let's see how do we prepare primary or secondary or tertiary alcohol from Grignard reagent by adding it with aldehyde or a ketone. So here the points you need to memorize is if you want to prepare primary alcohol, you have to choose always formaldehyde with the Grignard reagent. Similarly, to secondary alcohol, if you want to prepare secondary alcohol, always you take an aldehyde other than formaldehyde. Similarly, tertiary alcohol is also always preparing from a ketone. All these formaldehyde or acetaldehyde or any other aldehyde or it can be a ketone, it is to be added to RMgX, Grignard reagent. Then we get primary or secondary or tertiary alcohol. So let's do the reactions one by one. So first I am taking formaldehyde, HCHO, to a Grignard reagent like RMgX in general. So I'll show you the mechanism. C double bond O breaks, carbon becomes positive and oxygen becomes negative. Similarly, RMg, the bond breaks, R is negative and Mg is positive. We know that magnesium electropositive, they are metal. So the positive part MgX will be added to the negatively side oxygen and this R is minus, so it is being added to the carbon with a positive charge. So it becomes HC single bond O MgX and on the top you can write R as a branch and then H. It is like RCH2OMgX and in the next step H2O will be added which undergoes hydrolysis. We get this OMgX bond breaks. Here hydrogen will be added and here OH will be added because of hydrolysis. So it means this changed. This product will be changing into RCH2OH which is primary alcohol. Plus the byproduct is MgOHX. This is how we are writing the mechanism. And also it's not necessary you write the mechanism completely by shifting the negative and positive charged RMgX to aldehyde. You can write the reaction directly. Like if you are getting formaldehyde, just do like this RMgX. You select the alkyl group in that. This alkyl group you add to the carbon. Wherever aldehyde that carbonyl carbon is there, to that you add the alkyl group. It is like this R. The remaining valency of this carbon as it is like H and this CHO. CHO will change it into CH2OH. And it is formaldehyde now. So it's formaldehyde. If you're writing CH2OH, the valency won't be correct. So that the whole group HCHO, as it becomes formaldehyde, we can write RCH2OH directly. That is primary alcohol. So formaldehyde is changing into primary alcohol. So for example, if I am writing HC double bond OH formaldehyde with the CH3MgX. So without writing the mechanism itself, we can write like this alkyl group will be shifting into this carbon. So like CH3, then this C, the whole part, as it because formaldehyde, the whole part is changing into CH2OH. It is CH3CH2OH. It is ethanol, primary alcohol. So the number of carbon atoms in the left side and right side should be equal. So that is number one. Then number two is we are taking an aldehyde which is other than formaldehyde, like so for example RCHO with RMgX. RMgX. The reaction takes place in the same way. This R you shift it into this carbonyl carbon. This R with the carbonyl carbon and one another alkyl group is already there with this carbonyl carbon. You don't change that. And this CHO, the aldehyde part, you change it into secondary alcohol. Because primary alcohol is formed only if the aldehyde is formaldehyde. Now we are taking another aldehyde, so that part will change it into secondary alcohol. Say for example CH3 C double bond OH plus CH3Br. It is so simple, like we can take this carbonyl carbon with this alkyl group. So CH3 CH3, and that aldehyde, this part aldehyde will change it into CHOH. So this is how we can write the secondary alcohol preparation from Grignard reagent by adding with an aldehyde other than formaldehyde. Now a ketone. The difference is for a ketones R C double bond O R. Two alkyl groups will be there. It is to be added to RMgX. The same way this R will be going into the carbonyl carbon. Already two alkyl groups are there in that ketone. Those two as it is, and the next R can come like this. Now that ketone, this ketone will change it to tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol is COH. So we can write in this way. Got it? So let's do some different questions. Like if we have a ketone like acetophenone, COCH3. Acetophenone is being added to CH3 MgBr. Just understand like this alkyl group. This alkyl group will go to the carbon, the carbonyl carbon. So that you don't change the remaining part of that carbon. This carbonyl group or this ketone group change it into tertiary alcohol. Ketones are always into tertiary alcohol. The valencies of that particular carbon you don't change. All those groups as it is. So we are getting a tertiary alcohol. So like the CH3 CHO. CH3 CHO is acetaldehyde is being added to phenyl magnesium bromide. Here in this phenyl magnesium bromide, this is the part which is aryl part. It can be alkyl magnesium halide or aryl magnesium halide. So this part will be added to the carbonyl carbon. So you don't change the position of the remaining group like CH3, C. That C is being added to the benzene ring. Got it? Now the CHO changes to, because it's acetaldehyde, it changes to secondary alcohol, so CHOH. So don't change the position of the remaining group. That is the most important thing we need to understand. See, C6H5CHO, benzaldehyde, is being added to C6H5MgBr. So it's like C6H5C, this carbon is being added with this C6H5. So one more C6H5. And now that carbon will change it into tertiary alcohol. Got it? So this is how we can write the reaction. So sometime one of the aldehyde or one of the Grignard reagent may not be given. They will give the product. We have to find those by using the same method. For example, you see, we have to find the suitable Grignard reagent, which is to be added to methanol. Methanol is HCHO. So since it is methanol, the product should be primary alcohol. That part we need to understand. And they have given the product also in the question, like CH2OH. This is primary alcohol only. So if they've given the product, it means the product is one of the questions CH3CH, CH3, CH2OH. This is the product. And the reactant is HCHO. So now we need to find which Grignard reagent, that RMgX, which one, that is to be found. Anyway, MgX should be there. For example, MgX can be MgBr. So our aim is to find which is this alkyl group. It depends upon the number of carbon atom. This HCHO will change it into primary alcohol that I told you. It means the carbon atom, this part is missing in the reactant side. This isopropyl group is missing. That isopropyl group you add it into MgBr. So this is the answer. Got it? Similarly, they gave cyclohexane with the CH2OH as the product. We write the product cyclohexane with the CH2OH. Again, it is primary only. And one of the reactant is formaldehyde. Same like this formaldehyde is changing into primary alcohol. It means this part is missing. That part you add to MgX or MgBr. So don't put the double bond, it's cyclohexane only, MgBr. So this is how we can understand the reactions or the products very easily. One more example I'll tell you. The product, for example, CH3 thrice. CH3 thrice COH. CH3. And they have not given the reactant. Both the reactants are missing. It means this is a tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol means the COH is produced from where? One more CH3. Yeah? It is produced from a ketone. So that ketone can be CH3 thrice C double bond O and one CH3 is pending. This can be the ketone. It means this part can be written as a ketone. And this alkyl group which is pending can be written along with the magnesium bromide. So this is how we can write the reaction. So the best method, you need to understand the product which is primary, secondary or tertiary. Accordingly, you have to choose aldehyde or a ketone. So this conclusion part always keep it in your mind. So I hope you understood. Thank you all.